up, guys? So we're out here, we're gonna do another vlog, and we got a special one for you guys. We got kinggevo. What up?
What's up, man?
You know what time it is? We're gonna do the driveway test. I actually had to tell him to wait to turn it on because we probably wouldn't be able to hear each other, right? So
it'd probably be too loud anyways.
Oh yeah.
You can't have a conversation in here for sure.
Right?
And it's like I always have earphones and it's just so loud.
Was it difficult, easy?
It was more challenging just because you don't really have that much room here.
On this side, right?
Yeah, on this side. So once I saw that, I looked at the other side. I'm like, I can get on the other side pretty fast. So you just gotta know
how to use it.
You just gotta know how to use it. That's pretty much it. You know?
So if anybody has questions on air suspension, how to use it, this is the guy.
It's a 2005 Mitsubishi Evo 8 MR. It's an MR edition, so it does have the 6-speed in it, which a lot of people don't like because they're glass trans, and a lot of people like to call them. But I haven't had any issues with mine. I mean, I've had it for 3 years now. I put about 40,000 miles on it.
So how much power are you putting down?
It just makes 500 on pump 91 on 22 pounds for now.
Just makes 500, Sergio.
They're just AG wheels, 3-piece F120s, 18 by 10s all around, and with a 4.5 lip in the back, 3-inch lip in the front. And they're actually different discs. So a lot of people, when they look at it, they think that I'm not running a square setup, and it is a square setup. The only reason why it doesn't look like that is because if you look at the front wheels, they actually have a lot of back spacing to clear Brembos. So you don't actually even have to run a spacer for them. And then in the back, they're actually more concave, so and less material on the back because you don't have a big caliper, and because of that less material, you have a bigger lip. It's a 100% squared setup, 18 by 10 with 0 offset all around.
That's crazy. In the back.
So this is pretty much what I'm talking about. So you see this material right here? That's probably like maybe a 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch.
It's like a built-in spacer pretty much.
And this, you see this is at least like 1.5 inches.
Yeah, that, as far as this right here, the back, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So here's the thing, so the 3-inch lips in the front, 4.5 in the back, but because of this 1.5 back spacing, is what makes these the only 3. So if I grinded all this down, I could technically run a 4.5-inch lip, but then I wouldn't be able to clear caliper. I mean, with the specs and all that, it actually doesn't run camber arms. Like honestly, that's all natural camber that you're seeing. Stock rear camber arms, it doesn't have any aftermarket arms, it's not cambered bolt, nothing. They actually have this curvature where they actually go down.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
The rec speeds are actually straight.
Yeah. And
that's what I didn't want. So I didn't want the straight, so what I actually did is I took these skirts that were bed lined, and I actually sent them out to a company in SoCal that does carbon fiber. And in that process, I don't know if you ever tried to take it off the bed liner, but it cracks everything. It cracks. So he pretty much destroyed the skirt or the extension and then rebuilt it and re-fiberglassed it and then overlaid carbon on it. Actually, the skirts are actually one of my favorite parts on the car simply because they took so long to get right. Because those skirts were probably like 4 months to get back.
Titanium is what you like to go with, right?
Yep, it's a little different from everyone else. Usually run aluminum or steel. I try to be different and run titanium simply because nobody really runs it. One, because maybe people don't like it, or two, it's just more expensive than your regular aluminum lugs.
So this is a real Voltex wing, right?
Yep, it's a real Voltex Type 5V, 1500 mil wing. Pretty much like the V is pretty much stands for the V mount. So if you actually look at it, it actually goes, in a way, when you look at it from the back, it's actually a V.
I like that because it actually goes with the trunk.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the V mount. You could buy the regular Type 5, which is just a standard direct mount, and actually sits a lot taller on the car. I didn't really want to get that one simply because it's a big wing for not a really wide car, because the Type 5s are actually a lot wider than these, and if you look at these, that's actually doesn't even go past the body line. The Voltex diffuser.
A diffuser, okay.
And it mounts up directly to the JDM bumper. It's meant for just JDM bumper.
So specifically, you can see kind of where it mounts to the
yeah, like these fins, these slight, like I guess like a built-in diffuser, or just fins, whatever you want to call them. It actually bolts up on directly to them, so which the USM bumper doesn't have. Yeah, it has Evo 7 taillights, the OEM Stanleys. So on the real JDM taillights, whether it be JDM, Evo 7, or Evo 8s, or any authentic taillights, they'll actually say Stanley on them. So the authentic Evo 7 tail will actually be all red behind it, versus the fake ones will actually just be black here, and then it'll just be the red on the outside.
What do we got going on back here, man? Is this nitrous?
Yeah, pretty much.
Some people actually, at a car show we went to, a lady was walking by. I don't know if I told you, but the lady was telling her kid that it was nitrous. It's kind of funny to hear what people say, you know?
Yeah, it's a nitrous bottle.
Right? Who does all the work on your car?
It's usually just me and my friend. That's it. Blake.
Who's that friend?
Blake.
And what does he drive?
He has an Evo 2. He has a 9MR as well.
So shout out to Blake with the Evo from Gardnerville.
Yeah, so it's an airlift 3P system. It uses a seamless tank, which is actually not the standard tank that airlift comes with. The airlift tank, the standard airlift tank is actually a lot wider, and I didn't want to have a big tank in the back, so I actually got this seamless one in the brush finish, which I like more, and it's less, it takes up less space. So, and then I got the black compressor. Yeah, so we pretty much cut all the wood first, you know, made it fit, and then I bought this mount here that actually bolts down to the wood, and then from there we pretty much just cut or drilled out all the airlines here, so when we stuck them through, it fits right in there.
It's like perfect.
I've heard people have issues with airlift or air ride in general, like their management doesn't work, or it's not going up, or my compressor doesn't kick on. Like I've had it for what, like 4 months now, and I haven't had one single issue. I mean, if you do it right the first time, you won't have any problems. So
take your time, right? Patience.
Yeah, patience. So this is the battery right here, and then I run a inline fuse.
I saw
that you should be running if you run a battery relocation kit.
Cool. You have a Cusco strut bar in the back. That thing looks pretty nice. You have the whole kit actually, because you can just buy the bar, but you have both pieces to it, right?
Yeah, when I got the package, I noticed that it was a small package. I'm like, there's no way a strut bar fits in here. So I actually hit up the company, and they told me that, you know, they got in contact with Cusco, and that's what ended up being, that you got to buy both sections to complete it. So then I either had two options: either get the standard aluminum one, and I could have gotten that in like 2 days, because the company's based off in Sacramento, or I could get this one here, which is the carbon fiber version, but it was going to take 3 months. And what's funny is that I actually waited a month for the bottom section, and then I waited 3 months for the top. So that strut system, or the strut setup, actually took like 4 months wait. We actually finished the air ride and everything before doing the strut bar. The only reason why I want the second compressor is in case one does fail, because parts do fail eventually, right? So if, for example, my compressor does fail at a certain point, I will have a second compressor in case that does happen. So just because one goes out, the other one won't go out, because they run in 2 different systems.
What? That's a good idea. So as a backup, pretty much.
It's pretty much a backup, but they both run at the same time, and it actually fills up the tank a lot, like obviously twice as fast.
Well, as you guys noticed, obviously, since we're back here, he has no exhaust, guys. What the hell? Chingos. Boom. The turbo is what stands out for me the most. Obviously, you know, you have to run a half radiator to run something like that. I like how it's powder coated white too. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So
it's a cheapy forward-facing kit, cheapy intercooler, titanium exhaust pipes, CSF half-size radiator, powder coated valve cover and turbo housing, AMS F1 intake, powder coated black with polished lettering, radium fuel rail, radium fuel pressure gauge, STM titanium pipe intake pipe. Works strut bar.
But everything's titanium. I think that's pretty cool. I actually bought some bolts from him, and I'm starting to do that a little bit too. But yeah, like I said, he doesn't have the cover, so he does run it open. You know, as far as you have no oil catch can, right?
No, I don't run oil.
So there's the overflow tank in the front. You did cut the nose off of the Evo. It looks very clean.
The Mitsubishi emblem, I actually got it cut off because I think it looks cleaner without it.
What size turbo is it, you said?
It's a Precision 6266 ball bearing turbo with a tile wastegate and tile BOV. It's got push locks for the air fitting. If you wanted to like disconnect it, it's like that.
You squeeze it the other way so it just comes off, right?
And then to put it back in, it actually locks into place. And then they're rated for about 150 PSI.
That's a lot. Who tunes your car?
Corey.
You recommend them?
I recommend them. Yeah, I mean, I've had it for over a year with this tune, and I don't have any issues with it. It's just stock block, stock 2-liter. It does have HKS cam gears and GSC S2 cams. It has ARP head studs and valve springs, and that's pretty much it for the head. I guess I wanted to do something a little bit differently. Obviously, this isn't like the first Evo in Reno that's had a forward-facing kit on it, but it is. I think I can't recall one person that's ran the exhaust out the hood.
So on this side of Nevada, I think you're probably one of the only ones as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, some people run like the wastegate pipe, which is just the smaller one out the hood, but never the exhaust. Usually the exhaust is either all the way back or it's halfway cut somewhere. And I just did it because, like I said, I've seen other Evos here with forward-facing kits, but they never ran it out the hood. And I mean, where I live, they don't have to register it for smog, so why not?
Carson City, right?
Yeah. So those are actually rally yard style canards, but the thing is, like, you're not gonna find rally yard.
And if you do, it's super expensive.
If you do, they're super expensive, and you're not. Trust me, you're not gonna find them.
Good luck, right?
Yeah. If you found authentic rally yard canards,
buy them.
Like you need to buy that shit now. Rally yard front style front lip 2 carbon. Again, we're talking about a company that went out 9 years ago.
If you guys have questions, just drop a comment. You know, maybe he can answer them for you guys. You know, follow him on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Just kinggevo.
Just kinggevo.
Double G.
You guys know who he is.
Yeah, they're the Bride Zeta 3 XL seats in red with the silver backing on them.
This can come off, right?
Yeah, this is
like Velcro, right?
You can come off and wash them or whatever.
What kind of cage do you have?
It's just an auto power 6-point. What I try to do most of the time is just see what's out there and change it or do something a little bit different than what I'm seeing, you know, just to be different. If you just try to buy the parts that everybody has, you're just fitting in.
Exactly. No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
And it's like some people, they rather fit in a crowd than stand out, so it's like
why be like everybody else?
Why be like everybody else? And you know, some people might like it, some people might not. I actually bought this from a person that makes them on Instagram. You can buy these for any car and just swap them out.
Right.
Yeah, factory MR carbon e-brake. So Bride actually does not sell fabric. So anything like this is pretty much just from eBay that you have to stitch up or, you know, put together.
The seat is just holding you, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and these are actually the widest seats Bride actually offers. So if you don't like, I don't know how you're feeling, but if
you don't feel comfortable in these ones.
Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable in these ones, you're not getting wider. This is the widest.
This is the big boy. This is the big boy Brides.
And the reason why I got these was because I drive my car often, and I like being comfortable when I drive it. Yeah. So that's why I got these.
So as you guys can see, you can see the roll cage. I mean, it's right here. Yeah. He has no sun visors.
Yeah, but I do still have the
sunglasses, baby.
So
that's right.
Look at that. It actually still works.
That is right. It's still practical.
It's still practical.
These are the slot gauges.
Yeah.
Is this a flip out?
Yeah, it actually comes off, but I don't have it connected. Yeah.
Also, he does also have window stickers.
Yeah.
Cops don't give you shit about that either.
No, I also don't have wipers either.
I noticed that. I did notice that. So what's gonna happen if it rains?
So the whole car is actually ceramic coated, and including the windows. So in the rain, I actually have been caught in the rain with no visors, and with the coating on them, actually it just glides right off. Yeah, so it's just a bezel layover that goes over the stock cluster. It's just a Nardi 350 mil deep corn steering wheel. Yeah, so I mean, when you're driving, I mean, having a wheel like this, not a flat wheel, I guess, you know, your hands are over here, so, you know, sometimes like you'd be able to reach it, but sometimes like, you know, you're not, when you're driving, you know, it's like natural reaction, like you're like, oh shit, can't reach it.
Easy access.
So with having this, it's more of a ease of access.
Like,
how do you feel, Chido?
these are comfortable.
You like it?
Yeah.
Was it easy to get in the car?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, they're comfortable, dude. Like I said, they're not squishing like the other ones.
So we're gonna go on a drive, guys. We're gonna see if we can have a conversation in this car. So it's actually, it's not as bad as we thought, guys, at least not from what it seems like. But he's just idling right now. He got up to 3,000 RPMs and I couldn't hear anything. Now it's loud, guys. How do you say your name so people know about it? Sabas. Sabas. Yes, Sabas.
He says it right.
But I struggle with it, I don't know why.
It's just you're thinking too much.
I'm overthinking it. Try though, right?
No, shout out to Super Troops.
Shout out to Stupid Troops on the video they just made. It was pretty good.
See if we can top.
We're gonna see if we can top it, guys. Give us some feedback. Reno, Tahoe, Carson City on the map.
We're from Tahoe too, though.
Right?
So, hey,
We grew up in Tahoe. Hey, if we got Stupid Troops on the vlog, who would you get it on? Who would you want to have on the vlog?
Definitely Ongo.
Ongo? Okay, there you go, Ongo. So hit us up, or we'll hit you up, and we'll get you guys in the vlogs. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure the fans here in Reno and Tahoe would like to see your guys' car. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Again, thank you. Sebas. You guys have Instagram too or no?
I do.
What's your Instagram?
Underscore SERJOO underscore. It says J Guzman 72.
So I appreciate you guys. This guy was in the trunk of that WRX building.
You can't find me. I'm sorry.
We went to Area 51, right, Chido? And what did we bring back?
La Mamalona.
La Mamalona?
Yeah, right.
¿Qué es la Mamalona?
This?
Oh shit! So if an alien drove a car, right? This is probably what they have over them. This looks like a fucking crazy ass fucking build right here.